Kevin Stefanski was asked what areas Dillon Gabriel is working on and needs to improve on earlier today.
Yeah, I think with any young player, you're constantly coaching and teaching, and you're teaching off of some mistakes on film, and you're also saying, hey, this is really good. We're going to lean into this. So that's a constant dialogue that you're having with Dillon, with Coach Musgrave, with Coach Reese, in terms of, hey, this is exactly how it's done. This is where the read is. I think so often what happens in football is you prepare quarterbacks and you give them looks, and you can't give a quarterback every single look in the course of a given week. Now, with turns and with reps and with experience, quarterbacks obviously can lean on those. So with a young quarterback, in this case with Dillon, you just constantly have to give him as many looks and talk through coverages as much as you can, and when it's there, trusting the reads and delivering the football. So I think there's some really good things that continue to go on, and then we just as an offense obviously have to do our job all around that position to have success as an offense.
So, Sam, we've kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. How bad has the offensive line play and how bad has the wide receiver play been for the Browns?
Yeah, I don't think either one of them is catastrophic right now, but neither one of them is helping. The offensive line is not in a good shape the way it's been for some previous seasons in recent memory. But it's not, I don't think, amongst the worst offensive lines in the NFL when they're vaguely healthy. Last week it was workable, it was okay. Same thing with the receiving core. It's not the worst receiving core in the NFL, but when Jerry Jeudy is your number one wide receiver, you're not in a great situation for any quarterback, but certainly for a young quarterback. So, I tend to look at these things as I think any quarterback has got kind of three pillars of the support system. It's the pass protection, it's the receiving core, and then it's generally the scheme, what they're doing schematically from an X's and O's standpoint to try and help them out. You would say that at least two of those for Dillon Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders when they put him in they're probably net negatives for the Browns. They're not helping out this quarterback. They're probably making his life slightly more difficult than it would be, with even an average situation.